Yeah, this ball just blends it out so nicely.
What's going on, Hype Nation? Welcome back to another video. Today, we have the new and improved Columbia 300 Pulse. We also have PBA professional Andrew Hall. We're gonna be going out on the lanes, throwing it on house shot first, then we're gonna put out a sport shot. See how this thing rolls.
All right, so we got the brand new Columbia 300 Pulse here. This is the newest control piece from Columbia. It's gonna give you a really predictable shape throughout the lane, super low RG, middle of the range diff. It's gonna be a really predictable piece for all different kinds of patterns. So we do have the house shot out there. We're also gonna re-oil the lanes with a sport pattern to really show you its predictability and how useful it can be across all different types of scenarios. So let's get right into it. All right, so we got this brand new Pulse here, 0 lines on it along with Tyler. So we got our first shots we're about to show you here. Super low RG, 246, middle of the road, differential 4.5, along with that HK22 Hyperflex solid cover. So this has got predictability written all over it. It's to the dry. Whoa. Yeah, she read early. She read early. Red ball. We're gonna throw a couple more because that was the very first shot. First shot's out of the box, hook quite early. So we're gonna try that again. Standing about 24. Trying to get it to that 7-8 zone down the lane. There she goes. Yeah, so that picks up pretty significantly in the middle of the part of the lane.
All right, first shot, fresh Pulse. Pour on this thing, you know, Andrew's solid red color. I got a little bit of that white waviness to it. It's definitely red a little bit more than I thought it was going to. So I'm probably just gonna throw along the track and see if I can get this to look good for my first shot. A little bit of the same action. I'm excited to see different perspective from myself and Andrew, the one-hand versus two-handed. All right, now that we got some lines on there, get the oil. It looked slow, red a little bit early. Let's see if we can get this there. Wow. Picks up a lot on this house shot. I'm actually surprised.
All right, so a lot of hook to start off. This HK22 solid cover is really digging in. Quite a bit more actually than what I would have expected for a ball with these numbers, but we're all right with that. We like a nice, strong, symmetric solid. Kind of fell off it a little bit. Man, yeah, this thing really is strong. Like, normally when we get on this type of pattern, this house shot, they're pretty tight in the middle. But from what I'm seeing right now, it's really seeing early, kind of what we expected. I'm curious what this will do on the sport pattern. I'm gonna move 2. I'm gonna move into 26 now and just kind of get it over there because she gonna let me. That's in the oil. And yeah. Right off the bat, I think this is gonna be incredible for longer patterns. Like, it just digs, it sees the lane so well. especially with the solid color and cover rather. It's really easy to see and watch the ball go through its motions. So it's cool. This ball is also sucking up the oil. It's coming off the ball pretty fast, even when I don't wipe it off. So, all right, so that was 26. Let's try 28. Ah, fell off it again. Jeez, that is crazy.
This is honestly kind of the opposite of what I was thinking this ball was gonna be. Definitely reading pretty early. I'm gonna take a pretty big jump left just because it's reading so early. Moving this far left, I'm just trying to give it a chance. All right, gave it a little bit of that business. This pulse is hooking way more than I thought. Like Andrew said, hooking out the door. Honestly, just to test the potential, I'm gonna move 5 more left, see if we can get another strike here. All right, there we go. Kind of glad that did not make it past the corner. That just shows how much a 5-board move can actually do. So what I'm gonna do here, meet in the middle. Hopefully it blends out a little bit better. All right, that looked pretty good. Gonna stay in the same spot. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 here. That went out the window. That was my bad. We're all human. Definitely got that out a little too far. That was never gonna recover. All right, let's try that one more time. I think what I did there, try to rotate it a little bit more. Definitely got all of it. Sent it too far out and it never recovered. That's better. Little over under for me. I think that's based off of execution in the shot, but let's see what Andrew's got.
All right, looks like Tyler kind of found the sweet spot with his, standing around 30, 31 with his feet. So I'm gonna get out there now, try to probably get close to where he's at. My last shot was standing about 28 and I tripped a 4-pin. So I'm gonna move into 30, see if I can't shape it like a 2-hander. Normally I only dream of doing that. Bang. My God. Bang! Hook in a box for a symmetric solid and of the RG and diff. This is way more hook than I was expecting. Like, I was looking for a pretty slow, pretty round rainbow type shape. It still does kind of have the rainbow shape to it, but it's just so much down the lane. Go another one. So now we're standing 32. My God. All right, kept it in the oil a little bit more. I think it likes oil. I think the cover stock's just really, really strong on this one. Coupled again with that low RG weight block, it really wants it to read early and be predictable off of it. If I get it to the dry quick, it might lose energy a little bit fast in Flak 10. I'm actually gonna see. We're gonna try to get this next one to the right and see if it still has gas coming off the end of the pattern. So we're gonna try to throw it a little bit more to the right. Now it's to the right. What 10-pin? What are we even talking about? All right, so even though the 10-pin did go, it definitely looked like it was gonna stay up for a little bit, which is kind of what I was anticipating when I get it to the dry a little bit to the right. So let's keep this next one in the oil again, and we'll watch this thing have a little bit more energy down the lane. This cover is really strong. Yeah, so I kept it in the oil there. Back-ended a lot more than it did when I got it to the right. Even though it did make it back, it was way more of a left to right motion when I missed in. So we're seeing an oil monster for a symmetric solid. This is pretty amazing. All right, so just to do a quick comparison, we got the Ethos solid here, another really predictable, even rolling symmetric solid that's in the line. Non-HK for the cover stock though. So we should see a little bit of difference in the response time and everything. The pulse was very early rolling. This seems to be a little bit longer. So we'll just find out. We're gonna stand in the same spot as we did with the pulse, so 30, 31. Yeah, so a little bit easier through it, a little bit smoother down the lane.
All right, same as Andrew, Ethos solid. I'm gonna do exactly what he did, stand in the same spot. His looked a little bit cleaner through the fronts. Looked like they had a pretty matched up back end. This just goes through the pattern, a little bit cleaner. Out for sure. Definitely out. All right, that was pushed out right once again. Honestly, cleaner. So I'm gonna move back right. Let's just go 5. Let's see what that looks like. This was my second move with the pulse. So let's see if it's closer to that. Right again. It's trying. All right, it's trying. I think I gotta tighten up my angles a little bit more. I'm gonna move back to where I started with the pulse. 5 more right. Let's get this close. All right. What is that? Total of 10 boards. I mean, that one was a little rolled. First 2 shots definitely pushed it out further right than I wanted it to. But eventually, I think we're in the right spot. Oh, bang.
All right, that was a good one. Keeps it in the oil. All right, so we just threw some shots on the house shot. Looked okay, hooked quite a bit. So I think we could use a little bit more oil on the lane. We got the 2025 PBA shark pattern queued up. We're gonna put that out there. Kind of let this really strong, really early cover a chance to shine. I think the long patterns is where it's gonna find some success. So let's get that out there. We'll see you in a second. All right, so we just threw a few shots on the house shot, hooked quite a bit, but it still looked okay once we got left enough. We got the shark pattern out there, a lot more oil, a lot more length, so I think we're gonna get a good range of what this ball can do on heavier oil, and as I said earlier, it's gonna like longer patterns. So let's just throw some shots here, let's see what we got. I'm gonna start out a little bit farther to the right, my feet around 16, and just kind of explore the track area. See what we got. That's to like 5. All right, but it still read the lane at like 30 feet. I don't know if you're able to see that from the camera, but it still read pretty early, so that was really nice. All right, let's try that again. That looks pretty good. See if we can't repeat that a little bit. That's more right. Just barely made it back. Yeah, so HK22 solids have been, I don't want to say hit or miss for me, but the ones that have been good have been really good, and the ones that haven't been really good have been situational, I would say. I'm gonna move my feet in way left to about 30 now, and kind of keep it a little bit more around the head pin. That's got a chance. All right, that's pretty good. So I think either when you're playing straighter or when you're hooking it, you're still gonna get really good mid-lane traction regardless of what the situation is. It's just kind of what you need. All right, let's get T. Willie out there, see what his pulse looks like on this 2025 PBA shark pattern.
Andrew's making that pulse look really good. I think what I'm gonna do, move back right. I know Andrew moved in. I just want to see the potential on this thing. One question I had was watching creators' videos on the Pulse. Honestly, it didn't look like it was going through the pins the right way. Looks like it deflected a little bit. I want to see what it looks like from all the way right versus all the way left. I feel like what I'm gonna have to do, definitely slow my speed down. This oil's a little bit longer. Just want it to blend and read the pattern right. That's gonna be good. Oh, looks good. All right, let's move 5 left. Still need to keep those angles closed. Oh. The more I move in, I feel like the slower I'm gonna have to be. Can't have the angles too far open, but definitely gonna have to keep the focal in a little bit. All right, let's move 5 more left. Might be out too far. Out too far. All right. Honestly, felt like a pretty good shot off my hand. Like I said, these PBA patterns are pretty tough. Most of the time, what I've seen, speed control and hand position, definitely important. I'm gonna stay in the same spot, bring my focal in with my eyes, and hopefully have a better result. That's too far in. I think it wanted to hold. Definitely didn't get it there though. All right, now it looks like the more you open your angles, it's not gonna look as good. I think for my game specifically, I mean, Andrew made it look amazing from left. I feel like I'm gonna have to stay right. Definitely play straighter, slower speed. Honestly, let's move back 5 right and let's throw a good shot. Oh, there we go. Definitely in my opinion, stay right. Feel like I have a little bit more miss room. You know, after that, I think we're gonna have to go to a Baker game. See if we can beat the high score. What's the high score?
I think our high score on this channel is 246. However, that was on a house shot. We have shark out there. So if we beat that on the shark pattern, beyond thrilled, beyond thrilled. Might have to have a running leaderboard of PBA pattern or a sport pattern, Baker games, and house shot Baker games. So we'll see what we got. But if we can beat it, that's just gravy. So let's see what we got. All right, starting the Baker game off here. Tyler's our anchor man. So he's gonna be Mr. Clutch. But we're gonna start it off here. That last shot I threw around 30 looked pretty good. So I'm going to start there and try to finish there. Oh, that's to the right. Yes. Hooks a little bit. Strong cover.
All right, good shot from Andrew. I think it's only fair. He was anchor last time, putting me in the position this time. We're gonna be playing 2 different parts of the lanes. He's gonna be a little bit more left. I'm gonna stay a little bit more right. Hopefully we can blend this out together. Oh, 2 for 2.
Little double, never hurt anybody. It's kind of ironic though that Tyler is the one that's playing straighter, but he's the two-hander. I got him out revved. No, I'm kidding. If I could play there, I could. But I like where I'm at right now, so let's try to throw another good one here. It's got a chance. All right.
Hey, we're off to a good start. Same spot. Hopefully, same result. I thought that one was a little too fast. Definitely made up with that stronger cover.
Tyler, keeping the good vibes going. Speaking of vibes, go watch our review on the Bubblegum Vibe. Had a pretty cool thing happen there. Yeah, this ball just blends it out so nicely. I think now that we've got a couple games on, or I shouldn't say games, a few shots on it, it's starting to lane trying to pinch, so it's not reading super early. So it's helping our balls get down the lane just a little bit more.
5 for 5. This ball's reading the pattern very well. I think it has a little bit to do with the ball itself and the shark pattern out there. Little more oil out there, definitely blending well. Oh my gosh. Oh, where's my spare ball? You know, spare game on the channel. Not too hot, but let's not think about that and fill our frames real quick. Please.
Yes. I don't know what Tyler was worried about. He had that the whole way. I had nothing but confidence in him. All right, front 5, 9 spare through 6 frames, so great start so far. Let's try to end it. Let's try to chase that 246 number we're trying so hard to beat. Oh, I grabbed that one a little bit. It took the lane. Yeah. I was thinking about that high score, man. I wanted it. All right.
You can still bowl 267. Let's try to beat that high score. That's inside. Oh, it held. Let's go.
Tyler giving us life, keeping us in the fight. All right, let's try to be a little softer with the hand this time around. Those last few were good. It's just that was a little bit of an errant shot, so. Oh, that's so right. No. Oh, overcompensated. I can make the spare and strike out. Rather, I can make the spare and Tyler can strike out. And we can still hit that 247 number, which is a winner over the 246. So let's go for the spare here. We have life. We have life.
Chat. We got to lock in here. Just shot 300. Had to get all 3 in the 10th, of course. But now we're going to apply it here. Lock in. Take a deep breath. Lock in. I rolled that a lot. Surprised that finished the job. But 10 is 10, so 2 more shots. Really want to beat that high score. One more, strikes a winner, 9 to tie. I don't think we should worry about the rest. Oh no. Come on. So bad. That was rolled straight off my hand. That thing had no chance. But overall, you guys got to see the versatility of this ball. Sorry I couldn't finish it out.
It was a great effort. It was a great effort. We had a great first half. No, we had a great first half of the game. Faltered a little bit there in the end, but oh well. We still bowled 242, which is a fantastic score in this pattern. Really loved the versatility and the early rolling predictability of this pulse. I think it's going to be useful. It will be useful in long patterns like we were saying, but now that it's lane shine just a little bit, I think we're seeing a little bit more of an ease through the front. So you'll get a little bit more versatility out of it on different patterns. So if you need an early rolling, predictable, solid ball, symmetric though, go get this one. It's a fantastic piece. You will not go wrong.
With that being said, Andrew's links down in the description. Good game, 242. I messed up there. Rolled it straight off my hand. That's probably as bad as it can get. Actually, no, I could have threw it in the gutter. But thank you guys for watching. You guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe.
Hit the bell.
We'll see you guys in the next video.
It's the back